We find that top people have edges. They're a little bit better, just like the Olympic athletes win by an inch. They win the gold, and the person who comes in 2 inches later doesn't even appear on the winter stand. The winning edge concept says that a horse that wins in a horse race by a nose wins 10 times the prize money of the horse that comes in second by a nose. And now is the horse that comes in first 10 times faster, 10 times better, 10 times anything, no, just a nose faster, and those can be an inch or two in a photo finish. And it can make the difference between world championship and forgotten top people. And the research that's coming out now since the last time we were together shows that the best people in every field, the ones that go to from the bottom to the top in their careers, are people who engage in a concept called deliberate practice. This is a breakthrough concept. It's like quality circles. It's a whole new concept in business. Deliberate practice means that, like a sniper, they select the one skill that today can help them the most to be the most productive, to make the greatest contribution where they are right now. And they ask around, if I was really good at one skill, you know, the magic wand concept, if I was really good at one skill right now, which one skill would help me the most at this stage of my career? And your boss can tell you, your co-workers can tell you, your staff can tell you, but you've got to know, because this is the key. It's almost like you're trapped in a room. There's one door out, but one door is the most important skill that you can learn. If you learn all the other skills, you go through all the other doors, nothing will improve for you. But if you get really good in this one skill today, it can really help you. Sometimes it's understanding financial statements, sometimes it's negotiating, sometimes it's being really excellent in meeting management, sometimes it's good, it's public speaking. Sometimes you never know what it is, but people around you know what it is, and in your heart you know what it is. Here's the point: all business skills are learnable. All business skills are learnable. That means you can learn any business skill, and the point is you must never allow yourself to be held back in your career, to be trapped in the room with the doors all ready to be open with keys and the locks. You must never allow yourself to be trapped because you lack a business skill. And many people give you a very simple example: delegation, the ability to delegate intelligently and well to the right person in the right way, the right job, and make sure it's done, is an absolutely essential executive skill. If you do not have it, you cannot survive or succeed as an executive. You must be replaced or carefully supervised, because you will never get results through other people. The definition of management, but delegation is a learnable skill, and every successful executive is excellent At delegating, they're excellent at selecting the right people, working with them to get clarity about the right job and what needs to be done, making sure that they have everything they need, and then backing away and letting them do it. Because if you can't delegate a task, you must do it all yourself, and a lot of managers say, well, if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. No, if you want it done right, you have to delegate it well to someone else and make sure that they do it. It's just that one skill, and there's a series of management skills can transform your entire career. I have had senior vice presidents working for me that I've had to fire because they could not delegate. Every single time they handed out a task, it fell in its face. Another task is planning. They could not plan as they were disorganized all the time. Another task is measuring. They could not set measures or standards so that nobody knew what target they were aiming at, so people were always at each other's throats because there were no staff. I mean, these are little things you think, well, of course those are absolutely essential, and they're all skills and they're all learnable, and that's the great breakthrough. You can learn any skill you need to develop the winning edge in any field that you're in. First of all, the human being is an automatic and natural learning organism. A child in the first 3 to 5 years learns to coordinate 26 senses. They learn 5,000 words. They learn how to read 100 different facial expressions, so they know exactly what people are thinking and feeling. They know how to interact and get along with others. They learn at 30 times the adult rate in the first 3 to 5 years, but there's no reason why adults cannot learn at a rapid rate as well. It's like breathing in, breathing out, and so you find your most successful people, we say all leaders are readers, all leaders are learners, because they recognize that whatever got you to where you are today is not enough to get you any further. You've got to be continually upgrading your skills, and sometimes one new idea at the right time, if it's the right idea for you, will save you 5 years of hard work. I was listening to an audio program last year, and I heard one concept on that audio program about business success that triggered a whole series of ideas of how you could implement that process. It's a very simple idea, and it's based on this, is that 90% of all business success, it's having a great product to start with. It was just a throwaway line in an interview, and I stopped by the car. I stopped the CD, and I started thinking about that, and my mind was churning. Is look at all the struggle we work for in business. We try, we start a business, we're working, we're in competition, but 90% of your success is having a great product. And a perfect example is the iPhone. I plan it every time people use this. What do They say this is a great product, the car that brought me over here today. Michael, the driver, he's got an iPad, and he said his wife got it for him for Christmas. He said this is a great product. He said he can't live without it. Well, so I said, how do you measure how successful you are going to be in business? How do you predict your business future? It's very simple. It's the percentage of times that your customers, after using your product or service, say this is a great product, this is a great service, this is a great company, because without exception all successful businesses trigger that response. So you can take every planning and organizing, upgrading your skills, learning, staff, customer service, sales, marketing, everything comes right down to this. How often people say after consuming your product or service, this is a great product. Not important point. No company starts off with a product or service that triggers that reaction. The first product or service may satisfy some people, but now you just improve it. You just continue to improve it until you hit that critical point where people start saying, geez, this is a great product. Then you know you've hit it, and every product has to trigger that. And no, they don't start off that way. You keep improving them and improving them. Improve your service, improve your people, improve the product. If you can do that, this is that one idea that I have generated more than $1 million in new revenues by taking that concept, expanding it like a horizon, and teaching hundreds of business owners how to install this greatness system within their business at every level, from planning, organizing, marketing, selling, customer service, visit, manager development, and so on. So now companies will walk out of my process and literally double the size of their business in 30 days. They're in the where the economy is in a recession. There businesses are booming. People say, why? Well, because they've got great products, they've got great people. You see what I mean? One concept like that, but you never know where you're going to find a concept like that. So you've got to be like a radar scan, screening the horizon. We're looking for those kinds of reading, listening, talking, asking questions, and every so often more. Anyway, the lightning strike in the cartoon, you get this lightning strike. One idea can save you 5 or 10 years of hard work. I understand that there is a great power in the universe that is trying to get you the ideas you need to achieve your goals. So you go right back to I want to increase my income. That's what I say to people. You want to double your income in the next 2 to 3 years. Everybody says yes. I said, well, it's a reasonable goal. A lot of people in this room will double their income in the next 2 or 3 years. So how do you do it? And I say, well, could you increase your productivity? Because your income is determined by the value of your contribution, the results that you get for others that they will pay you for. They say, well, yeah, so could you increase your productivity by 1/10% in 1 day? That's 1/1000th in a day. Could you be 1/1000th more productive in 1 day? And people say, well, of course, you could probably be twice as Productive in one day if you're just full focused on your most important task. And did only that, but let's just say 1,000, we're not talking about 100%, talking about 1,000. Having done it for the first day, could you do it for the second day? Yes, could you do it for the third day? I mean, if you're really determined, if you had a gun to your hand, could you do it? Yes. So you could do it for 5 days. Well, that would be 1/2 of 1%. Do you think you could be 1/2 of 1% more productive over the course of an entire week? They say, well, of course 1/2 of a percent. Could you do it for the next 4 weeks? Now, there's 13 4-week months in a year, 52 weeks divided by 4, so have you done it for a month? That's 2% more productive in a whole month. Could you do it for the next month? And the answer is yes, because now you get into the rhythm of better productivity. You're learning new skills, you're managing your time better, and so on. If you do this for an entire year, at the end of the year, you'll be 26% more productive. That's without compounding. Could you do that? Could you do that if you really wanted to, if your life dependent upon it? Could you do it? Yes, of course. Well, having done it for the first year, could you do it for the second year? And they say, well, yes, of course, because now you're into the rhythm. It's easier and easier. It's like skiing, go faster and faster and faster you get developed. Develop what is called the momentum principle of success. Could you do it for 10 years? Well, 25, 26 compounded over 10 years is 1004%. So to increase you'd increase your productivity, performance and output, and your results by 10 times in 10 years. So you'd increase your income 10 times as well, and people will line up at your door to hire you at 10 times what you're earning today, because you are so valuable and so productive. And I said, I just told you that's what everybody does. Everybody who's earning 10 times as much as you did not do it in a big leap, but the people who are doing really well did it incrementally. It's called the law of incremental improvement, or the law of accumulation. Every great success is an accumulation of many little tiny efforts that nobody ever sees or appreciates, but they start to accumulate like a snowball. They start to build up, and over the course of years the person is more and more productive. And when you're looking for ideas, you'll have ideas that will help you to be more productive. I could do this and I could do that, and you read this article, oh, that's a great article. That's when sometimes you just find one idea that will cause your life to walk into a different direction, change it completely, but you never know what the idea is going to be. So you must bombard your mind with many ideas, just knowing that the right idea will come to you at the right time. Always does it. Always does, if you will just keep being open to new ideas.